Do you guys call them mozzies here too? Mosquitoes?
No.
No?
I don't. I've never heard that term.
Oh, okay. I thought it was quite common that you would just refer to a mosquito as a mozzie, but...
A cute name for a mosquito.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't even call them like Skeeters. We just call them
The whole word?
Yeah, right?
It takes way too much time, you guys.
You know what? In the outbacks of Canada, people do like at camps, we'll call them Skeeters. Yeah.
Okay. Only ever heard of them as mozzies. But I like Skeeter.
Skeeter.
Oh, the blowy! Not the blowy that most people would probably be thinking of. Although that word does get used for it too, but blowy referring to a blowfly.
Yes.
The most annoying of the Australian flies.
Do they, so like games like Fallout, for instance, have blowflies?
The blowflies, yeah.
So what do they do that's annoying? Do they bite? Do they
No, they don't.
spit?
They're just, they're loud. The buzz that they make when they're flying around is so irritating. Big fat suckers.
Yeah.
And it's like they could get into your house through the tiniest crack of anything. You have the door wide open and this thing is like hitting the wall, hitting the window, can't get out. Grabby. Oh, it's a big blue lobster. So we've got awesome seafood all around Australia, and Australia often they get called like crayfish as well. And then we have these little ones that they call yabbies.
Yabbies?
I love yabbies. Yeah,
Cute.
like Y-A-B-B-I-E.
Yeah.
Yabbies, and you get like a yabby pot. It's like going crawfishing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. You just drop the pot, get some yabbies. A platypus. This is a cool little play on words, and it's a cat with a platter of food. Crazy little thing. It's like taking a beaver and a duck and a couple of other things and like smushing it together, and you get a platypus.
I think I read that the very first time scientists discovered it, they thought it was a joke.
That's right. The British did not believe that it was real. They were like, nah, this guy's on crack. It's not a real animal. But I can tell you it is. They're super cute.
Are they poisonous?
Yeah, the males actually have like a spur on the back of their foot, flipper. I'm not sure how you'd refer to it. But there's like a little spiny claw on there. And yeah, they got some poison in them. So in Australia, we talk about sausages as snags. Snags. Throw a snag on the barbie would be much more commonly used than a shrimp on the barbie.
Oops.
Yeah. Chopper, pork chop. I don't know if you guys use that too over here. If somebody's, acting a fool, it's like, are you carrying on like a pork chop?
No.
No?
No.
There's another one for you. Yeah, so it's like
Carrying on like a pork chop.
carrying on like a pork chop.
Huh.
That's an Aussie one too. The Barbie, of course, barbecue. Barbie, everyone loves a Barbie.
Not to be confused with Mattel's product, the Barbie.
Yes, exactly. Not trademarked. Bindies suck. It's like basically like weeds in your lawn kind of thing. So out in the front grass.
You step on them and they hurt?
They go straight in through the sole of your foot. Oh my gosh. And there's some bindies, real big ones, they call them cat's eye bindies.
Oh.
And that thing will go through your flip-flop, like through your pair of thongs. Oh. And they hurt so bad. Aussies in the comments talk about running barefoot through your front lawn and getting feet full of bindies.
So what do you do? Is there like a weed spray or like a bindi be gone?
A bindi be gone. Trademark, that's it. Like we're gonna cash in on that one.
Patent pending.
That's right. Okay.
I just want to say
Too soon?
this was made by an artist who is Australian. So this is not someone else making fun of it at all. And I don't think it is making fun of it so much as it is paying homage to
I think,
them.
yeah. And I think Australians do that a lot too. That other countries, other people might think that we're being insensitive or that we're, being inappropriate. You can't heal unless you're also laughing about something.
It's true. That's how I got rid of my syphilis.
No
way.
An awful rash. Oh, it's
gone
funny.
now.
It's gone now.
Yeah, and it's funny, like the longer I've had it, the more I end up laughing maniacally, so.
I think throughout history that seems to have happened quite a bit. So this one, the Irwin, obviously based on Steve Irwin. So he was a prolific Australian. He was a real character, really, but a real person. I'm saying character is in just his overall kind of presence.
Yeah, super gregarious kind of person.
Yeah.
Just like as far as I know, he is world renowned. Like everyone knows of him and the work that he has done.
Yeah.
And he
him
is,
and his family.
Yeah, really well celebrated.
But yeah, they were out shooting the show, there's a stingray underneath, and it was complete accident that the barb had come up and the barb just happened to, you know, pierce him, and that was it. So it was very sad.
Yeah. Do we know his kids' names?
Yeah, his son Bob,
Yep.
and his daughter is named Bindi.
Right. Okay. So
There
maybe
you go.
that's why it went from Bindi
into Irwin.
Right.
I can see where they're going with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, they named their daughter after.
I think Bindi's actually short for something. I'm not sure what her full name is.
Binderella. I don't know.
Binderella.
I don't know.
Yeah. The Castle War, and I see the Cassowary. These are great. Cassowary is a bird in Australia, similar to like an emu or an ostrich.
So is it
big,
like
tall.
is it angry and scary like an emu, or is it friendly?
It looks scary. It looks like a dinosaur. This thing it's fascinating. It's got this huge like cone on the top of its head. Got like the feet with a claw that's like a velociraptor. They'd be 6 feet tall. Like they're tall like emus. Like
So would it
like ostriches.
Are they territorial? Like if you went into their fenced area, you'd be like, sup? And
So yeah, as far as I know, yes, extremely territorial. And
Got
I know
it.
that I've seen them swallow a tomato whole. They just like whoop. So that second one, the Cassowary, that's exactly how I picture a cassowary. Yeah.
Wow.
Crocodile.
Crocodile.
That's really cute. So quokkas are like one of the cutest little Australian animals. There's lots of photos with people taking selfies with them. They're like super friendly and they look like they're smiling.
Okay.
And so you'll see lots of people with quokkas. And then of course crocodile, it's
a
with
mix
a
of a
crocodile.
quack and a crocodile.
Uh-huh. Big crocodiles. Our like saltwater crocs in Australia get huge.
How big?
More than 20 feet.
Really?
Like huge.
That's terrifying.
Massive. Absolutely massive.
Yikes.
Saltwater crocs. Pan. So Australia, like many other countries, had a huge gold rush as well. And so, yeah, that's really cute. Panning for gold. Of course, the big Nuggett. There was somebody only a few years ago that was like bushwalking and tripped over something and then pulled out some huge nugget of gold. A boomer. So
not the okay boomer.
not the okay boomer. These are boomers in the boomerang.
Right.
So the boomerang is actually traditionally a weapon that they would use for hunting. Real tricky technique to throw. I don't know if I've ever had one that's come all the way back, because that's the thing. Like, what do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. So, and it just makes the craziest noise when you do really get them flying.
Cool.
So, yeah.
A
Do you
Ranga.
guys refer to people with red hair as rangas?
Sure don't.
No. Kaboomerang.
Kaboomerang.
Kaboomerang. Looks really cool. It looks more like a Stegosaurus to me.
The reins are here.
The reins are here. So it's a corn
That's sweating profusely.
Just sweating profusely. But it's just talking about that juicy corn. So there was the commercial back in the day. So like, you know, early 90s, mid 90s, with these two little kids sitting on the roof. And they had a corrugated iron like tin roof.
Okay.
Eating the juicy corn. It's all like hitting on the roof. And yeah, the dad comes out and it's like, Bodge, the rains are here. 'Cause, you know, it's a huge drought. Trigger warning.
These next few we have to censor, unfortunately. And I will say now, there are certain 4-letter words that are appropriate or okay to say in Land Down Under that would be not so okay to say here in North America. So
I have to watch myself. I do know since moving here, because I'm like,
yeah,
I just
it's a 4-letter word.
swear a lot.
It ends in UNT, and usually it's a word for a female. No, the word is aunt.
an oath.
Yeah. So that was just censored. I'll show you the picture.
Yeah. So basically, it's like, yeah, you got it right. Is how we would be using that word at home. So if it's someone was referring to something and
F and oath. Make it PG-13.
PG-13 F and oath. We'll be able to say bloody oath though, won't we?
Yes.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
say bloody oath.
Okay. So yeah, bloody oath is the PG version of the previous
Got
word.
it.
Yeah.
Got
yeah.
it. But this next one, instead of going down, it just
We're
skyrockets.
just going way off the rails here. So yeah, get it's all one word. That's how you say it. You could be saying that and joking around with your friends and just be like, you know, in some kind of argument, fight, maybe you're in like a fender bender or something and it starts getting heated,
Yeah.
maybe it'll get thrown out there too. That it's just...
And now we're gonna look at some well-known Australian
Yeah.
architecture.
Architecture, yeah. So of course, harbour, I mean that's Sydney Harbour Bridge. Everyone knows the giant coat hanger. So yeah, Sydney Harbour Bridge. The Westgate, for the Westgate Bridge down in Melbourne.
There we go.
Many a time driven over that. So the first one that's here, Caramell, is a Cadbury chocolate, caramel and koala. Super cute, they're just shaped like a koala, it's filled with caramel, delicious. Or maybe you get yourself a Fredo frog.
Fredo frog.
Fredo frog, it's just a frog-shaped chocolate. Berty Beetle is not a Cadbury chocolate, that's actually from Nestle. But it's still
Competing
delicious.
brands.
Yeah, Berty Beetles, they're, again, it's just chocolate. I'm pretty sure Berty Beetles have some of the popping candy stuff in them too.
Oh.
But it's been a long time since I've had Berty Beetle. The Kookaburra, pretty cool. Kookaburra. So yeah, one of Australia's, I'd say, most iconic birds. Everyone's heard of a kookaburra?
For sure.
Yeah, and it's that, the laughing is really what everyone refers to with a kookaburra.
Here's a tongue twister.
Corroboree.
Corroboree.
Corroboree. This one's a tough one to get together. Corroboree. So it's combining like a bee,
Right.
like a bumblebee, with a corroboree. I got it right. I did. It's called a corroboree. So Indigenous Australians, Aboriginal Australians, a corroboree is kind of like a ceremony, and they get together, and that's just kind of the name of the gathering.
Okay.
Yeah. Coral. These ones are coral, scuba, and reef. That's so adorable.
All self-explanatory.
All self-explanatory. It's the Great Barrier Reef. Speedos. The budgie smugglers are back.
Growing up here, if we went on a swimming trip, we would wear shorts.
Yeah. Like your
Right.
board shorts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like you had like
yeah.
swimming trunks or like swimming shorts, and then like no one would wear a Speedo except for the one time in grade 7 where my teacher wore it. Like, ugh, I don't know why.
It's kind of creepy. Teachers should not be wearing Speedos
Right.
on school trips. That's crossing a line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool guy, but bleh.
Was he a cool guy?
Not after that.
No.
In Australia, on the beaches, Speedos are predominant, right?
Yeah, it seems to be in the older age demographic that gets into Speedos, or much younger toddlers that can't speak for themselves.
So basically, if you have no awareness of dignity or you've lost your dignity, you wear a Speedo.
That's it, yeah. I mean, unless you really got a budgie you're smuggling you want to show off, maybe you wear a Speedo. But yeah.
Got it.
Got it. Around Pride, there may be a lot more Speedos being worn. Yeah. Stubbs. So like I was saying before, Stubbies is a type of shorts as well, like football shorts.
And they're short shorts, and yes,
Yeah. We like short shorts.
we sure do. And what you're seeing out the sides are literally what could happen.
It could happen. I mean, that's quite a distance to have them
Bifurcated.
Bifurcated down either short leg.
Yeah, that
I
takes talent and a lot of extra skin.
I'm saying to not notice it's happening. Maybe some diabetes if there's no sensation below the belt.
Yeah.
Trackies. That's something I haven't heard anyone over here say. Like track pants, tracksuit pants, we just call them trackies or tracky dacks.
I also noticed that someone is smuggling a budgie in those trackies.
Tracky pants? Yeah. There's some tight trackies right there. Little Butte.
So a pickup truck is a ute?
Ute. U-T-E.
Not to be confused with a UTI.
No, completely different. You may get a UTI if you're hanging out too much in the back of a ute, but no. And then the next one, there you go, it evolves into U-Butte. So it's just, something that's cool, something's good, well done, U-Butte.
Nice.
Echidna, that's cute. An echidna, they're adorable little, it's like a spiny little anteater. They do have quills.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I've even seen them punctured through car tires.
Whoa.
They're really tough, yeah.
So they must be wow. Kind of looks like it's going Super Saiyan.
It does look like it's going Super Saiyan for sure. Especially the second one, the Echidna. Yeah. And he's like, thumbs up. Yeah, it's Super Saiyan Echidna, so that's awesome.
Cool.
Vegemite. Everyone's heard of Vegemite.
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically yeast paste. Doesn't sound as appealing, but Vegemite, it's delicious.
What's the
have it
other
on
one?
toast.
There's Vegemite and there's another one.
Marmite?
Marmite. Basically what I would describe Vegemite as is not only disgusting, no, it wasn't that bad. It kind of reminded me of, it's really salty.
It is very
and
salty.
it felt kind of a little bit fermented. Maybe like a fermented soy sauce, which seems redundant, but it was. So what I recommend for viewers who have not tried it is don't buy it, but see if a friend has it and then try it. Because like if you don't like it, there's so much in there you would never finish it.
No, that jar would be buried with you when you die if you don't like the taste. So, but definitely a thin layer on some crispy toast and butter, then try it. It is not like peanut butter. Do not
slather it.
Do not take a spoonful and think you can eat it. Spitthedummy would be like someone throwing a tantrum, temper tantrum.
Spitthedummy.
Spitthedummy, yeah. Like literally a kid that spits their dummy or their pacifier, their passy. When a Karen is throwing a tantrum, Karen is spitting the dummy. Chuckawobbly, that's the next one. I think a lot of the Karen videos out there are Karen's Chuckawobbly.
What's a wobbly?
So very similar to throwing a tantrum and spitting the dummy. It's just like it's gone up a level. Like you've spat the dummy to start, now you're full Chuckawobbly.
Yeah.
And you need to quit carrying on like a pork chop. Wobbly like fuss. So it's kind of like
Okay.
making a fuss.
It's kind of like we would say throwing a tantrum.
Yeah. The dinglo looks like a little baby dingo, which is so adorable.
Was there ever, like back in like 1827, was there like a newspaper where someone like the headline was, "A dingo ate my baby"?
Wasn't 1827, 1970s or 80s.
Yeah?
That there was a lady, she was out camping and it was a huge news story in Australia.
Whoa.
That the dingo ate my baby.
So it actually happened.
I'm not sure if the baby was eaten by a dingo, but there is no more baby, so something has happened to that poor child. Lots of theories
Wow.
out and about still about it.
Right.
And, I will reserve my comment on that one. I don't know enough. The dingo, just an Australian wild dog, basically. Yeah.
Got it.
And so these ones, it looks like, again, just further evolutions of them, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
The ding host.
Djingo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like Djinn is like meant to be like a genie type of thing, has like mythical powers. I think of like Yu-Gi-Oh! There's like Djinn, the magical genie of the lamp.
Right. Okay.
Right? That's very like a weird throw out, but here we are.